Hello everyone and welcome to another one of my videos. This is a very special video, as this is one of my first large unboxing videos, and I'm happy to show you all what I got. So let us begin with this Playrail Edward. Edward here is one of 3 Playrail engines that I received for my birthday. As I begin to open the box, I will show you the outside of it. On the front here, we can see Edward the window, and this CGI promo. Here's the top, and the back shows you how to open it and put in the battery. The bottom shows the set as a whole, alongside an image of Edward in the truck, and the sides show the Playrail engine, and Edward again. Once I finally got him out, I was more excited than ever, as I finally had my own motorized Edward. Here he is as he comes, and this is the manual. What's interesting about the box is that on the inside the bottom is blue. Putting that aside, now it's time to take him out of the packaging. With him out of the packaging, I can say that he looks amazing. This Edward looks really nice, with his bright blue paint, white running board, and the bright red. All these details make him really stand out. His face is really nice too. I especially like the big pupils that he has. Even though I prefer Take Along and Take and Play, the details on these Playrail and Trackmaster engines is really nice. From all of the parts being painted, and all of the details being really crisp too. All in all, I think this is a really great model of Edward so far. The tender is pretty good, but there's nothing much to speak about here, other than the back nut being painted, but it looks just as nice as Edward himself. And the last thing was this yellow van. And the color of yellow on this van is really nice. But I really don't like that face. It really doesn't look right with it just being a sticker. There's nothing more to say about the van other than the detail is really nice. Now coupling it all together is when Edward looks at his best. And fully completed, he looks wonderful. Now let's put some batteries in him. After almost dropping him off the table, he runs really well. Since this is my first new Playrail engine, and I've only ever had the old Trackmaster engines from my childhood, it's so strange seeing a Playrail engine actually run quickly. Up next we have Spencer. Taking a look at his packaging, it's pretty much the same as Edward. We can see the engine, the image of the character. Here's the top, the bottom with another image and the actual model, and him on both sides, and the back showing you how to open it. With him out of the box, this almost feels unreal, as this is something I've seen that almost everyone else has had, but this is my first experience with Tommy or Trackmaster Spencer. As I get him out of the packaging, first here we have the engine, Spencer himself, and he looks grand. The paint is shiny and clean. He's got plenty of detail which match how he actually looks, and the metallic nameplate looks amazing. The tender looks just as good, with the cold detail, corridor and bronze buffers, and the black wheels. And here we have Spencer's private coach. The detail on this coach is amazing, especially on the roof and windows. And it's so strange actually holding one of these coaches in hand. And coupling it all together, just like Edward, makes it really stand out. And with it complete, this is Spencer the Grand. Now that I've put batteries inside him, he runs just as well as Edward. But so far it seems like Edward is the fastest. But he is still really speedy. Finally here, we have the last Play-Rail engine that I have. Unfortunately, the box was a little messed up in the middle when I got it. But this is the packaging, same as Spencer and same as Edward. Nothing much else to say about it. And thankfully, he, Henrietta, and the troublesome truck weren't damaged because of the box. Looking at him now, it still looks really great with detail all around. And it's difficult to believe that this model hasn't been updated in almost 30 years. Even with all that, he still looks at his best. And here's Henrietta. I've had a Henrietta before, but I sold her because I didn't have a Toby at the time. So now I have Toby and Henrietta once again. I really like Henrietta's model because of how elegant it looks. And last but not least, my first troublesome truck. And I've gotta say, I really love the face on this one. He looks so disappointed. Like he doesn't want to be here right now. Other than the face, the rest is just a normal truck. But it's always good to have more rolling stock. And just like Spencer, and just like Edward, coupling up all of them together is when Toby, Henrietta, and this troublesome truck look their best. And with a battery in him, so far Toby seems to be the slowest, but he's a really fast runner still. Up next is this special package, full of take-alongs. After opening, the first thing is the take-along Sodor Carnival Cotton Candy Tanker. I wanted this tanker for more diverse rolling stock. Next is this flatbed, because I'm always needing more and more cargo cars, because I can never seem to have enough. Not really anything to say about it, just a normal take and play flatbed. This next one is one I needed specifically because I always had the monkey car, but never the lion car. So now both zoo cars are complete, and I really like the detail in this car, and the color scheme all around. The next two are very special ones. First is the take-along Skarloey. The first are the Skarloey railway engines. A really good take-along model, and is one step closer to completing all of the narrow gauge railway engines. And finally, we have Daisy, the diesel rail car. She was one of my most wanted take-alongs, as I really loved her design and how well it implemented it into a take-along model. She is one of the most detailed and best. And even though she's a little beat up, it still brings me joy knowing that I finally have a take-along Daisy. Overall, a really nice take-along model. And that is it for this package of take-alongs. Next, we have this box, full of more take-alongs. After opening it up, here we can see plenty of take-alongs. The first one here is just a normal take-along Thomas. One of the most common ones you can get. This one is in surprisingly better condition than usual. The only thing is he's missing his eyebrows. Here we have this take-along James. It's really nice to have a take-along version of him, as I have two other ones, but they both don't have their tenders. And then I have my take-and-play James, but having this one now is really nice to have. And looking at him in between Thomas, he looks a little more played with. And he also doesn't have his eyebrows. But overall, it's a really nice James. Next we have this yellow cargo car. Nothing much to say other than it's in pretty good condition. And it's always great to have more. And here we have a take-along Salty, the Dockside Diesel. This one is pretty much the same as the take-and-play one, with the same face and detailing. I believe the only difference being the smokestack in the middle. After him, we just have a normal 2014 take-and-play Thomas. I've got nothing to say about him. Just a good face. And over here, we have this take-and-play Gordon's Tender. It'll be useful for customs or any replacements I need. And we've also got another cargo car. But this one is green. It's nice to have more rolling stock, especially variations that I don't own. This one is a fun one. It's a talking take-and-play Thomas. I'm honestly surprised I didn't have my own before this. So this one is a really nice addition to my collection. And surprisingly, he actually works.
Hello, I'm Thomas.
Now this one is one I was really excited for. This is a 2013 take-and-play Steven. Steven has been one of my favorite characters, and so to finally have him is really exciting. With him being one of the 2013 models, he has tons of detail, which makes him a really good take-and-play. And finally, after all these years, the take-along Duck. One I've wanted for so long. And now he's finally here. I can't tell you how happy this made me when he arrived. And this take-along is amazing. With all the details, he looks surprisingly accurate. Especially considering he's one of the more early take-alongs. And he completes all engines 1 through 12. So that's it for this lot. And finally, here we have the last package. A really nice one too. And getting them all out of the wrap and packaging, here is take-and-play Iron Bert. I have always had Iron Airy, and now the Ironworks twins are completed with Bert. And it's awesome actually having him in hand. This take-and-play is just great all around. And then, comparing him with his twin, I must really say, it's really something when you finally have both of them together. And that is it for the Take and Play Iron Bert. And with that, that completes my entire birthday unboxing video. This should have been released exactly 1 month ago, but I've been really busy. But now it's finally here, and I really hope you all enjoyed this, as much as I enjoyed making this video. And there will be lots more coming later on. I thank you all for watching this, and I hope to see you soon. Goodbye!